Most properties in Cinema 4D can be animated, and even materials can be animated as well. So let's just create a new material. Just double click in here in the material manager, and we'll double click to open it up. And in the color, let's just add a noise, and the noise actually has animation built into it, so we could just increase the animation speed just by giving this a figure greater than 0. And if we right click in this preview here, we can choose to animate it, and it will start rendering it through, and you can see the animation happening there. So materials have inbuilt animation, but you can also, as you see here, keyframe things as well. So if we just turn this off, another example could be coming into a gradient, and you may want to have this gradient kind of animate from across. So you could set a keyframe just as you would do, clicked on that, and then move across in time, and then we'll just animate this over. And as you can see, the property has changed, so it turns orange. Just need to set another keyframe to record that change. And then if we drop this onto a plane, you can see the animation happen. So materials can be animated. This can be very useful. You can also bring in animated materials as well. Let's look at an example. Here we've got a screen, and perhaps we might want to add a movie onto this screen. So we can create a new material, and I'll double click it to open it up. In our color channel, we can just use the texture field here and with this button, and we'll just navigate to our exercise files. And we'll just navigate to the exercise files where we have this image sequence, and we'll just select the first image and choose open. And then we need to come into the image here by clicking on this section, and then to the animation tab. And then what we need to do, because it's not going to have all the frames, we need to calculate it. And then it finds all the frames, check the frame rate that you're working to, and then we can drop it onto this screen. Maybe we want it on a particular part of the screen. So if we go into polygon mode, we can choose this part of the screen, so there, and we can just have the texture on that section. So we can just click and drag it onto that polygon, and a selection tag's made, close this down, and the material has been assigned to that selection. So now if I come back into my model mode, you can see if we scrub through, nothing's happening. So we need to tell Cinema to animate this. So come to the editor and just choose Animate Preview. And now when we play the timeline, we'll see that animation happening on our screen. So you can bring in movies and image sequences and have them as animated materials, and you can also keyframe properties of materials to animate them.